Hey everybody, what's going down? That hypothetical talking cheeseburger that I keep talking about in some of my reviews, where I swear when I was a kid, there was this like TV movie where somebody opened up a door to a space station or something back when like Aliens was big deal or whatever. And I'm just putting the game in the system here, but yeah, they opened up some door to a spaceship and there's this cheeseburger. And I swear the cheeseburger said, "Eat me, eat me." He was like making demands. Just eat me, and it was like all of the food was rotten. And I did extensive research. I was on Google and I was looking at like murderous cheeseburgers or like whatever. Like there's this old movie called like Cheeseburger the Movie, and that's like some comedy, and that's not it. But the closest that I could come to that movie in like tone and feel was Roger Corman's Galaxy of Terror, and I have that on Blu-ray, and I'm very glad to have that one because I really enjoyed it. But that's not the cheeseburger movie that I'm talking about, and I'm just thinking it's some sort of made-for-TV thing that got thrown away, and like how as kids we just kind of like like we make up stuff in our minds. I'm not so sure if that's what happened here, but this is Airforce Delta. Let me turn the volume down. I have to put this onto my little mini TV here because it wouldn't play. I tried the little VGA switch trick. Wouldn't do it. And I think this is probably a reason why I didn't review this yet. I got this one like visual novel book that I haven't reviewed yet, and it's because it wouldn't play on the big TV, so I got the little TV right here. Not too terribly excited to talk about this one, but this is going to be kind of a more short and sweet, to the point review. I do want to talk about a few books because for my other intros that I just recorded today, I was talking about books, so I'm just going to do that real quick right now, just for the heck of it. Did I already show overlays? I don't know, but we got 33 Degrees of Deception, talking about Masons and how I love stuff about Masons because I have my reasons, but this is the symbolism of Freemasonry. So Masons are weird. You would think that people would want to understand the club that they're a member of, right? I got Garfield at Large, which is the first Garfield book. So this explains the origins of Garfield. So if you're a Garfield friend, like if you're a Garfield fan and friend, yeah, Garfield. I like Garfield. Garfield makes me happy. This is a book that I had when I was a kid, and it was about meditation. And I still don't completely understand what meditation is, but I have overcome the whole thing where you have to just be like sitting Indian style with your palms out. You can be laying in your bed and still meditate. So, just be comfortable when you do it. Clear Thinking, a practical introduction. I guess you got to read a book on how to think. This is another one I read when I was a kid, but I forgot how it went down. It's How We Die. Forgot what's in there. Yeah. This is interesting. I don't know. How We Die. How We Die, everybody. Let's keep it optimistic. Got the Better Call Saul book. I picked this up at a bargain outlet, the Ollie's. I picked it up for $2. I like that show. And I went to Big Lots and they had like season 1 for $5 or something really slow, really low. But Media Power, talking about just stuff about advertising. I love stuff about advertising because like when they're trying to like appeal to you and stuff, rudimentary stuff like how food advertisement will show the color red because red makes you hungry on a subconscious level and stuff like that. All that like trying to subvert your consciousness and stuff. And when I was a kid, I used to visit my grandma, and I think this was at her house. It's Reader's Digest, Into the Unknown. The book is falling apart, but Into the Unknown, it's just all kinds of like, I guess it's akin to like Ripley's Believe It or Not or something. It's just got all kinds of like crazy stuff in it. It's just a good little overview of like paranormal and it says right on the cover what it's all about. They're talking about Atlantis and it's got really cool like pictures in it and stuff, talking about UFOs and stuff. And like this one's a really cool one to revisit. I'm really excited to still have this one. So, Into the Unknown, everybody. This one's a good one. Yeah, still kind of a long intro, but did we show all of the pictures of the Air Force Delta? I don't think there's really much to show, really. It's just an airplane, you know, a jet engine, whatever thing. I don't know if I'm going to record footage of this tonight. I got stuff that I want to do. I want to clean my car, and I want to go to the gym because going to the gym is healthy, and I just want to just be productive today. I guess we showed all of the overlays, all of the pictures. I got done with 3 intros today, so I'm happy about that. So, you know, that's cool. That's cool. I like to have things lined up. I've noticed that I have like kind of more subscribers here. Like I keep finding subscribers. I'm going to try to add more tags to my videos and hopefully like fish for people. Bring them in. But yeah, Air Force Delta on the Sega Dreamcast. Always a good thing, Sega Dreamcast. Yeah, let's look into this. It didn't go off. Yeah, pretty good. Opening cinematic looks more exciting than some of the other aero dancing games, I suppose. So what are we going to do? We're going to run into a building if we can, because I remember just laughing at that stuff, even though I felt bad for laughing because of 9/11. But I kind of wish we lived in a reality where 9/11 never happened, so we could just laugh freely about whatever we wanted to laugh about. Alright, new game, doesn't matter. Very easy, of course. I feel like I'm discovering a side of myself that I have been ignoring for the longest time, ever since I was a kid. When I was a kid, I loved to read. I read every Goosebump book. You know, there was about 62 of them, something along those lines, and I think I might have gotten rid of my Goosebumps books, but it was awesome. I had a very interesting day. I kind of felt stagnant. I didn't really do much, and then I just made myself go to the gym. I washed my car, and then I just drove for the heck of it, and I found this little undiscovered corner of my town, and I just went down a weird back road, and I just kept driving, and I never drove all the way down that road, and I just kept driving, and it was very scenic. There's a lot of trees in, you know, southern America, let's put it that way. A lot of trees and stuff, and then I came across a dollar store, and I was like, well, hey, why not? Let's just stop in, and I went in, and I got some office supplies, and I picked up some DVDs. And the lady that waited on me in the dollar store, I remember her back when she worked at a grocery store. So it was nice to see a familiar face. I, you know, threw some good karma out in the universe and smiled at her, talked to her for a while. She was making small talk. She didn't know what she was talking about, but talking about a bunch of junk. And it's crazy because I was reading The Manipulated Man, and it just brings a lot of truth to light. It kind of, you know, it tells me what I already know about females, but it just puts a
fresh perspective and magnifies it, puts that into the limelight. But basically, females are just eternal children, and stuff that you already know. But it's like you can't say this stuff without offending females, but it's true. It's true. This is all in Japanese. I don't know what's up, and I don't know what I reviewed the first Airforce Delta. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to cross-reference these. This is just a YouTube channel that is being put out there for the heck of it. I'm showing gameplay footage just because this video might serve you if you are considering buying import games for the Dreamcast. Now, I'm going to go ahead and recommend the NTSC version. If you speak English, that goes without saying. Some of it's in English, but what you need to read is in Japanese. I might have been able to cycle through, but I just went ahead and hit A. I'm not sure if I was able to, cycle through and pick my aircraft. I'm drinking a lovely tea. Oh yeah, I totally crashed the airplane, but I don't know what the objectives are. That's why this is going to be a very short review. I like the color of the sky. I like when the sun is starting to come down, that weird part of the day. It's very awesome. Now, there's just tons of menus. I'm not sure what to do. You got a first-person view. I'm hitting A, B, X, Y, but you do have... you're supposed to shoot people down. See, that's what makes this better than Airforce... Arrow Dancing or Arrow Wings. In NTSC, it's Arrow Wings, but it's Arrow Dancing in Japan. This is Airforce Delta, and you're able to shoot, which is cool. Okay, A is the missile, and X is the machine gun. So, hey, I got him. Cool. Now, of course, you're able to crash into the buildings. I think this was made before 9/11, but I think it shows the replays, and it's just hilarious when you do it. But I'm not in a jovial spirit, so yeah. I overheard some conversation, which was just, banter, just vapid banter at the dollar store, and it was talking about how, stuff is haunted or somebody might have demons. You know what I think? I think we all have demons. It's just a matter of how many or how severe they are. And I was thinking earlier, all houses are haunted because all houses have memories associated with them. It's just the matter of severity between them. So I was thinking, yeah, we all have demons and we're all haunted. I think people can be haunted. Just some thoughts. Tell me what you think in the comments. And I'm also thinking out loud about how Christianity is just kind of a limiting belief system. How it helped me when I was in a time of duress. But I'm just open to just broader spiritualism. I guess I've just evolved to foster my own belief system and to not really adhere to any one rigid thing. But briefing, sure, whatever. Oh, did I mention that I found an old tube of an old bottle of sunscreen from 1984? I went to my mother's old house because I live in the same town as her. Yeah, and I went into her basement to look at camping stuff. Because my dad was into camping. And there was an old bottle of sunscreen from 1984. And I took a picture of it on my phone. And the label was all messed up. It had corrosion. You can tell that the insides of the bottle was was the reason for the corrosion. And I guess you can't pick your aircraft, but we moved into this house and then we moved away and then moved back. So what that means is that I was born in 1984, and that means that they had that bottle of sunscreen from who knows where, you know, my dad bought it for camping sometime, and we moved away with the bottle. It was just thrown in with the other camping stuff. And then it came back and it was just rotting in the basement for for 34 years. For 34 years. And sometimes when you buy stuff without, you know, with the expiration dates, that's just an approximation. It might have been 35 years, you know? So it's just fascinating that, like, a bottle, like, I like old vintage designs and stuff, but the label was so shot, you can barely even read the thing. It was so gone. It was just gone. But little things like that make me happy, and the fact that I was just kind of had an adventuresome day, because, like, I really needed that for my spirit, to just, like, drive down a road and to, you know, just find a dollar store and just, you know, it was just something to do. It was just something to do, and, you know, I had a little adventure today. It's like when you're a kid, you're just rediscovering stuff, or, like, you take for granted the stuff that's in your own town, but there's still fun to be had. You just gotta find it. You don't want to, like, travel and just, you know, and, like, take a bunch of pictures and not really be in the moment. Like, that's another thing I'm doing, is just trying to be in the moment. Being immersed in, you know, trying to keep my eyes open. Hey, that's cool. I feel accomplished today. I'm gonna play some more Shenmue. I've been trying to play an hour at a time. It's my off day, and that's what I want to do. I want to read as well. I'm rocking and rolling, man. I feel so good. Just washed my car, drove it around. Having a good day. Having a good day. It's like my expectations are so low, too. That's another secret to happiness. Keeping your expectations low, because I don't even just keep my expectations low. I expect things to suck. And then I guess sucky things happen, but then I realize it's not as bad as I was expecting it. So I think that's another key to happiness too. And another thing is that I'm strong-minded. Is that once I say, hey, I'm going to do this, I do it, gosh darn it, I do it. It's like I can envision what I'm going to do, and it's just, I'm on a very positive trajectory, and I'm killing it, man, just crushing it. Well, I spent an hour at the gym. Whenever I say crush it, I think about crushing the equipment. I was on the treadmill for 30 minutes, and then I just, like, did the foam roller and, like, you know, did some yoga type stuff on my back. And then I did, like, a good, like, 20 pull-ups. And then I did just some leg machines and, like, some hand weights, and then did, like, a little abdominal machine. And then I was just like, well, whatever. Briefing. See, I'm not going to recommend this game too terribly much. I'm thinking like a 5 out of 10 might be something, but I did pass that first stage, and I can see that the menus are going to be problematic later on, because this is going to be more of a nuanced game. It's going to be a little bit more finicky later down the road. So I'm just going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. I just know that the language barrier is going to be a problem for NTSC audiences, and whatever I rated the NTSC version, just refer to that one if you're considering getting the, you know, English language version. So yeah, 5.5. Am I going to recommend this particular version? No, I'm not going to, because to be honest, I've been kind of dreading reviewing these, and I got some of the other Arrow Wings games, and the only reason why I tracked some of these games down is because I kind of wanted to make it a point to have games to go with my flight stick, my ASCII flight stick, which is a very good peripheral. I wanted to just utilize that and, like, see if I could get into some of these flight sim games and have, like, an angle with my collection. I didn't even see the water. But you know how you get these game collections and then you just kind of have like a particular direction that you go in? I thought I could tackle down some of these flight sim games. There's not too many of them, and it would be like a conversation piece and stuff like that. I think about that type of stuff, but let's see what went wrong. I just couldn't see. I felt like I was upside down. I couldn't see the knobs. I got vertigo. I got vitiligo. Good stuff. I don't see how I crashed. It just, everything went awry. Well, anyway, they didn't even show you. I was looking at the replay for like 3 minutes. Lost it. Just couldn't. Just can't. There's some good camping gear in my dad's old stuff, you know. You know how like somebody dies in your family and then you just kind of like leave the house the way it is. I mean, like, to be honest, man, we need like a really good cleaning up down at my mom's house, so. But that's all good, baby. There's like little options, shops and stuff, but I think that this is pretty much the game. So I'm gonna play a little bit longer, but I'm hitting A like crazy. Yeah, I'm working on 2 other reviews, but gotta like clear up some space on my tablet and whatnot. Enemy. Whoa, that was close too. It's just, I need to turn the brightness up on this menu. Okay, the map thing, I need to level myself. This is more fun than arrow dancing, I think. But I'm gonna stick with my 5.5. I think that the NTSC version is superior, probably, more than likely. I don't know if you have like infinite missiles and stuff. But yeah, I'm having fun for what it's worth. It's just that, you know, language barrier. So, yep, 5.5. I don't recommend this particular version. I forgot what I said about the English NTSC version, but that's what's up. This is the gameplay. This is what it do. This is what it is. I wish you all a wonderful evening or a wonderful morning. Have a wonderful bowl of cornflakes, or have a wonderful dinner of some sort. Kiss your loved ones. Wipe the tears from your eyes once you deliver that the bad news. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just kidding. I'm hoping that there's no bad news, but alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.